Well, hi there, friends. Doc South here. Let me just, perk that up a bit. There you go. Whew. Back from work. Yeah, I put in about 4 hours uh, Sunday pay, which is good. And mostly I did carts. Oh my gosh. I pushed an awful lot of carts. I don't know how many, but I pushed a lot. And kept the bin full. That's for sure. Neatened up a few things. Helped a guy get a table he bought out front, and got that up onto his pickup truck. And then I cleaned things inside the store and polished some shiny areas, where there might be a little chrome and that kind of thing. And whoosh! And next thing I know, it was quitting time. Here I am, back home. Yeah. And I realized it was kind of dark when I got up this morning, and I didn't realize, but I put on, well, one of my shirts. Usually, if I'm going to work at the store, I have like a long sleeve shirt underneath the uniform shirt, and then usually some kind of short sleeve shirt. Actually, no, this is like a thermal shirt underneath everything else next to my skin, and that's about all you need this time of year. You wear the thermal one because, well, you never know when you're going to be in the doggone frozen food locker or the dairy cooler, or in the produce section, produce cooler, and I don't know. I'm so darn thin that I get cold very easy. So I don't mind it, but I do get cold. I've been I've lived in areas where it was hideous cold. You quit counting. Uh, after zero, you went down lousy, rotten, hideous, yeah, torture. As you went down, when you eventually got to, I think 30 below zero, 40 below zero, it was I give up. Where's the Saint Bernards? Yeah. Oh my gosh. No, it was. So today it wasn't too bad. Did carts, and then I think I had to. It was down along the floor cleaning chrome on the shelves on one of the aisles. Again, no big whoop. Typical day, and no complaints. I got home, had a nice cup of coffee waiting for me. Life is good. Made a little bit of a paycheck. Nothing wrong with that. Oy. But it's. I would suggest if if you're looking for part-time work, most any supermarket will be looking for people. I think it's one of those businesses where there's always, almost always room for another employee. There's so much to get done. Oh my God, always. If you don't like working, don't even think about going to a supermarket and hiring on. And that's not just ours. That's any of them. Oh my God, yeah. There's so much to do. But the nice feeling I get is that people are eating. Everyone's well fed in America. That's good. I like it. So I got no gripe. Yeah, I I like. I think my if I were to say my favorite job, I got to say it was when I was on the radio. Oh, I loved that. I loved that so much. Uh, Maybe someday that opportunity will come back, but I don't know. Radio's kind of different now compared to what it was 20 years ago or so. It's I don't know. It's all politics and people arguing and stuff. Me, I was just hanging out, knocking out cool tunes and yakking and whooping it up with stories and interviews from nice people. But I just noticed this. I'm wearing this shirt again. This was one of the layers on my Acme uniform today. I had other layers on top of this, but since I got home, it's kind of warm. So, but yeah, here, Acme shirt. See, huh? I don't know. Now I don't know if that's reading Acme to the. I don't know, but so that's why I read it for you. And then this, Nashamashas Mietin. Yeah. No, that's that. If it's in the proper, yeah. If it's up there properly, that read sanitation team. And I just realized what that was all about. I was thinking to myself, where did I get a shirt that said sanitation team? We're all cleaning all the time. Back when the COVID hit, there were people, and I know Sandy wasn't happy I was doing this, but I did it. Because I figured I was the oldest. If for some reason I caught the COVID, well, at least I lived my life. I didn't want the kids getting it when they had a whole wonderful world ahead of them. So I'd kind of do it, and as it turned out, everything was fine. But people were scared. And sanitation team, what we were doing was we would sanitize all the touch points in the store. If there was a door that you had to use a doorknob, we sanitized it. If there was a door you had to push open, sanitize. Toilets, oh my God. Toilets, we about hit them with flamethrowers. There was all the faucets in the various sinks, sanitize. The courtesy desk, wipe it down. It was all the carts had to get squirted at the handles and where the babies sat. Yeah, where the kids would sit. The toddler seats and all that. Oh, we did. Anything in that store that had half a chance of getting touched got sanitized. And it took a while, boy. And once you finished it all once you got it all done, you started right where you began and did it again. Oh, sanitize. I will say, now Sandy was worried about me, and to tell you the truth, I was a little concerned too. But as it turned out, I think all that spray and everything, and my hands getting wet, and just the atmosphere around me. I don't think I even had a cold. I eventually did get COVID, but I was sick with maybe a mild fever for about 2 days. Of course, I got all the inoculations. I got every darn inoculation you could get. And, in fact, I think COVID wasn't out very long before I was in the doctor getting the shot. I explained to him what I did for a living. He says, roll up your sleeve. Bang. I don't think I had to drop my drawers. No, I think it was just, one in the arm. He says, now come back in I think it was come back in 3 weeks, something like that. And you get another one, you get a booster. And then you should be fine for quite a while. He says, we're hoping anyway. Okay, so. And that's what I did. I wore a mask, I wore gloves, long sleeve clothes, and some nights, Sandy didn't do this during the day, but at night she really rather I took my clothes off out on the lawn and put it in a bag, and then she hit it with disinfectant and cleaned it, laundered it in the morning. Yeah, we were really careful. Hey, we're both still alive, and I know actually. People weren't. Remember, it wasn't so good having COVID. Some people did pass away sadly from it. I can't imagine what the people I worked with down in North Carolina when that hit, and in the rescue squad. It had to be hideous for them. I would almost think they were probably almost darn near in hazmat suits, because they'd be bringing in the people that were to the hospital ward. Or to the ER, they'd be bringing in the people that were really nailed. So I often wonder. I've never thought to ask, but I'll bet we lost a few. I'll bet we did. But they were, God, they were a brave bunch. So, well, God bless them. Anyway, it looks like, knock wood, everything's relatively peaceful on the disease front, pretty much. I guess within reason. Guess there's a thing or two always going around, but people seem pretty calm and relaxed, so that's a nice break. Anyway, I'll catch you later. Lord's Prayer moment. If nothing else, for my all my co-workers and stuff. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed, and for you, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. So be it. There you go. Okay, I'll see you later, and enjoy your day. Catch you later. Bye now.